Hello there, this is Cinemerch86 back with another video. Now, the Superman movie will soon be swooping into cinemas, so Cineworld already have their items available for the movie. These items include a very cute looking crypto popcorn bucket. They also have the LED Superman logo light up popcorn bucket, and along with this they have the Superman caped drinking cup as well. So yeah, I'm about to pop into Cineworld now and pick up these items. So now I'm outside Odeon Cinemas on this super hot day. You see what I did there? And for Superman, they now have available the Super Pop Collector's Combo. This is just a blue Superman logo popcorn bucket. I wish the background of the logo was yellow with the red S in the middle, the traditional logo colours, but with the exception of that, it's a very cool looking popcorn bucket. And then to accompany that, we also have the Caped Torso drinking cup. So yeah, going into Odeon Cinema now to hopefully pick up this Super Pop Collector's Combo. Right, so now I'm back home and here are just some of the awesome Superman movie cinema merchandise items of which I was able to purchase. You might not see anything here from Vue Cinemas. That's because I decided to film this segment of the video early, and the Vue Cinema merchandise items are not actually released until Superman is actually out in cinemas. So I will be adding a segment of what I collected there towards the end of this video. So without further ado, it's time to take a look at some of these awesome Superman movie cinema merchandise items. So to start off, we're going to take a look at these Superman items here, which were available at Cineworld Cinemas. So here we have this great looking Superman drinking cup. As you can see, it's a coloration of Superman's costume. For the exterior design, you can see it has the movie's logo there. And also in the background, it has these faint images of comic book covers, as well as some other archived images from media sources. And then if we switch the cup around, you can actually see attached is this rather nice rubbery red cape, which also has the yellow symbol on the back there, which is customary to the Superman costume. Now, for drinking purposes, sometimes the cape might get into the way when you're trying to handle the cup itself, but for display purposes, it only helps to give the cup more character and give it that more Superman feel. Right, so next item now, we have this rather cute looking Crypto popcorn bucket. As you can see, the bucket part itself is just based on the normal dog bowl, so the Crypto here can enjoy all of his lovely popcorn to his heart's content while watching the movie. On the exterior design of the bucket, you can see it has an image of the movie's logo, and then attached to the bucket, you can see it has this rather cute looking animated sculpt version of Crypto. It seems to be made from this very soft felt material. You might have seen it on the Lilo and Stitch popcorn buckets in the United States, and it just helps give it more of that furry look and feel to the sculpt. Right, so now you can see Crypto in a standing pose while he's looking into his popcorn bucket. You can also see that Crypto comes attached with this very nice red plastic cape. Now, this popcorn bucket actually comes in two parts when you receive it in the cinema. You have the bowl, which is actually separate from Crypto himself. But it does come with a set of instructions which shows you how to attach Crypto's paws to the bucket itself to complete the whole Crypto popcorn bucket. Right, so the last item from Cineworld now, we have the Superman LED light up popcorn bucket. Now this is just such an extraordinary item and a great idea to have Superman's logo as the base design for the popcorn bucket. As you can see, the logo itself is made from a transparent plastic and has the traditional logo colourings of the yellow background with the red S in the middle. On the top of the bucket here, we have the lid. You can open up the lid. That is where you insert all of your popcorn. Now the logo itself is on this blue base at the bottom here. I'll show you later on in the video. If you look on the underneath of the blue base, that is where this switch is based. If you turn the switch on, it turns on the lights which are in the inside of the bottom of the bucket, which just illuminates the logo, and this looks extremely well in the night time. You can just use it as a nighttime light really. And yeah, on the back of the blue base also there's a blue button, and for the life of me I still haven't found out what this blue button actually does. I've been pressing it and it doesn't seem to activate any function or anything, but other than that, such a great Superman item. Right, so just to give a price check for all of these items now. The Superman drinking cup came to £9.99. The Crypto popcorn bucket came to £39.99. So yeah, definitely not cheap, that one. And then the LED logo popcorn bucket came at a slightly cheaper £29.99. So yeah, maybe a bit pricey, but overall some great Superman items from Cineworld. Right, so next up we have the items which are available from Odeon Cinemas. Now this is another of the traditional collector's combos, this one being called the Super Pop Collector's Combo, which features both popcorn bucket and drinking cup. Right, so to start off the combo, we're going to take a look at the Superman Torso Drinking Cup. I think this item just looks incredible. It's made from a plastic. As I said, it's based off the torso of Superman. So you can see here you have the traditional colourings of the costume. You have some nice texture and some nice seam work to the costume. And you can see here you have the Superman logo around the chest area. And then down here you have the traditional yellow belt with the red trunks. And then if you turn the cup around here, you can see we have this lovely red rubbery cape, which also has a rubber yellow Superman logo there on the back of the cape. Then we turn it back around. At the top here is the lid. So you just pull back there, the lid comes off. And you can see there's a hole there. That's where the straw goes through, so you can have access to your drink. So yeah, you can drink from it. It's a great display piece. I can't argue really. And such a great Superman item. Right, so the final item of the combo, we have the Superman logo popcorn bucket. As you can see, it's made from a blue plastic. And we have a nice embossing of the Superman logo at the side. And it sits on this nice black base at the bottom here. We have a hole at the top there, which is where you insert all of your lovely and tasty popcorn. Now, my one exception to this popcorn bucket, and I think it's everybody's exception to the popcorn bucket, that the logo itself does not have the traditional colourings of the yellow background with the red S in the middle. So the item just does not pop when you have it on display in your collection. But other than this, you know, as I say, the logo is nicely embossed, and I'm still proud to own this item and have it in the collection. So, for a price check now, Odeon's Superman Super Pop Collector's Combo was priced at £26.99. And lastly, we have here all the incredible Superman merch which I purchased from Vue Cinemas. Now, all these items here were made available upon opening day of the movie's release in cinemas. So, first item we'll be taking a look at is the Superman Popcorn Tin. Now, as you can see, the exterior design features a great image of the new Superman, David Cornsweet, flying high in the sky. You can also see the popcorn bucket is very nicely detailed, and it is also embossed as well, so it gives it that real nice effect. And then on the other side of the tin, we just have the DC Studios logo, along with the movie's title Superman, on a nice yellow background. Right, so next item now, we have the Superman Light Up Drinking Cup. Now, as you can see on the exterior, we have this very nice ice crystal type design. We also have the image of the Superman logo there. And then if we flip the cup around, you can see there's a very nice sculpt of Superman himself. Now this cup reminds me of the drinking cup that came out with Sonic the Hedgehog 3, where I think if you press the ear on the sculpt of Sonic, the light came from the back of the sculpt and helped illuminate the inside of the cup. Except on this one, all you have to do is press the S on the chest of Superman, and that activates the cup's feature. And I'll show you how this feature works towards the end of the video. Next up, we have the Superman Gripper Cup. Now, all these gripper cups feature a rubbery feel material, which in this case really helps add effect to this costume-based design. Not only that, but it also features Superman's cape as well. So overall, another really nicely detailed gripper cup. And lastly, we have the Superman Popcorn Bucket. Now this design seems to be based on a classic popcorn container. And what gives this away is the images of the popcorn you see here on the exterior of the transparent plastic. Now, on the top here, you can see we have an image of Superman's logo. And on the side, we have this very cool sculpt of Superman, who seems to be using his heat vision to blast through the glass. As you can see, we have these very nice cracks on the detail on the side here, through the container itself, aiming at the bowl, which helps to kernel all of your popcorn. So at the back of the container has a door with a little knob at the top. You turn the knob and that helps to release the door, and that is where you insert all of your popcorn. So yeah, such a nice idea for a popcorn bucket. Right, so just a price check on these items now. The popcorn tin was £5.99. The gripper cup was £14.99. The light up cup was £24.99. And the popcorn bucket came to £29.99. So yeah, some great looking Superman items from Vue Cinemas. Well, just about brings an end to the video now. And I hope you all enjoyed seeing all this incredible looking Superman movie merchandise. And just to remind you all to strike the like, vibe and subscribe. And always remember to bucket and stuff it. And I'll see you all in the next video.